You got CapCut, you got Lemon8, and you got TikTok. In less than 5 weeks, this series of apps will be banned in the United States. But will they really though? This topic has been thrown around since the beginning of the year, and we're rapidly approaching the date where everything can go down. And that date happens to be the day after Donald Trump takes office, who has said that he has a warm spot for TikTok, especially after his son just went trending on the platform.
I like my suitcase.
This whole thing is murky, but let's walk through it step by step. Number 1, is TikTok really getting banned? As of right now, yes. The parent company of TikTok, ByteDance, has to sell TikTok to an American company before January 19th, 2025 in order for it to remain a thing in the United States. If they do that, cool. The app remains functional, everybody's happy, we all rejoice. But ByteDance has already said, yo, I ain't trying to sell the app. I am recording this on December 19th, 2024, the day after the Supreme Court has actually said, hey, we'll take a look at the legislation that's going to ban your app. But the thing is, it's going to be like a week before the app is supposed to be banned. So I don't know about you, but like if you've known any court case, they take time. So I don't know if that's a quick enough turnaround time to actually like do anything. As it stands right now today, yes, it's looking like the app is going to be banned. Is there a chance it could not get banned? Well, yeah, we're like 4.5 weeks out from whenever this is supposed to pop off. And realistically, anything can happen in those 4.5 weeks. And even though the story is looking predictable at the moment, it wouldn't be the first story to go through a plot twist. Here's what I think the possible scenario will be if the app actually does get banned. So you wake up on a brisk morning on January 19th, 2025 to discover, wow, they actually did ban the app. You discover that it's disappeared from American app stores, meaning you can't download it from Google Play, Apple App Store, things like that. People with the app still on their phones might actually be able to still use it. That's pending that US internet service providers don't block access to the site and the app, which is a very big possibility. So then you're like, whatever, I'll open TikTok to discover a prompt that says, hey, in order to continue using this app, you need to update it. But you can't, because it's not on the App Store anymore. See where I'm going with this? And that means American users are going to find themselves unable to log in, load new content, things like that. So even though the app is present on somebody's phone, the functions of the app are effectively rendered useless, and now it's just taking up storage on your phone. But Dante, can't we just move over to Lemon8? You said lemonade? Lemon8. So life gave you lemons, huh? Thanks for watching. Lemon8 is essentially a competitor of Instagram, or at least what it used to be. Think of it as a hybrid between Instagram and Pinterest, but now they're trying to turn it into like this diet, gluten-free, zero sugar TikTok because, you know, they're planning for the worst. And it's been around since like early 2023, so if you haven't heard of it yet, that speaks volumes as to how well or how poorly it has caught on. I'm gonna let you in on something though. It's owned by ByteDance, so theoretically it could get thrown in the crosshairs with this whole ban thing happening. So I mentioned CapCut also. Is that being thrown in the crosshairs too? Well, it's also owned by ByteDance, so yeah. CapCut is a video editing app that's tied in with TikTok, and I know so many social media people that use it to edit their videos. But since it's also owned by ByteDance, yes, it could theoretically be thrown into the mix. Even though I don't make a lot of content on the platform, I really would hate to see TikTok go because I know a lot of businesses that actually rely on it for sales. Not to mention my buddy Braden, who's another creator in this studio. I'll let him say his piece.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, we cannot ban TikTok. How are you gonna ban TikTok? TikTok is literally changed so many businesses in the city. I've seen places sell out, become the new hotspot because of TikTok. And I don't want to knock Instagram. That's where I built my following. The people on TikTok are way different than the Instagram. I've literally had people from other cities and actually another country. I had somebody from Europe say that they were coming to St. Louis. They saw the video for one of my pop-ups there in Europe. They flew in, they were here for 5 days. And on one of those days, they went to the pop-up because of something they saw on TikTok in a whole other country. Is crazy.
I'm going to be talking to two different types of people in this part. The content consumers, the people that only watch the content, and the content creators, the people that are making the content. If you're a content consumer, follow your favorite creators on other social media platforms. If you want to preserve your TikTok algorithm to the best of its ability, make a separate account and follow those creators on that account, but exclusively follow the people that you follow on TikTok, so that way you can try your best to replicate the algorithm to cater your interests. I know there's no algorithm like the TikTok algorithm, but at least you can try your best to make a version of it. Other than that, there's really not much you can do other than hoping it doesn't get banned. And if you're a content creator, this conversation honestly gets way more complicated, and I'll probably just make a whole podcast episode about it, but I'll give you a high-level overview of what you can do right now. If TikTok gets banned, all of those people have to go somewhere. So step one, make sure you're on other platforms. So tell your audience how to find you, make yourself easily accessible on other platforms, and if you haven't already, secure your usernames, even if you don't post. And this leads to step 2, download every single piece of content you've posted on TikTok. Everything. Save your drafts too. It's important to have an archive of every single video you have anyways, like put it in the cloud somewhere. Put it in Google Drive, iCloud, Dropbox, something that is not just like a physical hard drive. Have it in multiple places. Consider re-editing and repurposing those videos for other social media platforms. Don't just take your TikToks and throw them on YouTube and think that they're gonna have the same impact. It's not gonna work like that. Don't just spam the platforms thinking that your videos are gonna stick. Honestly, there's not much else you can do except hurry up and wait. We've got time before this really starts popping off, and once Trump gets in office, there's no telling what he's gonna do. They could completely get rid of this and reverse it, or it could go through and then TikTok as we know it is absolutely gone. There's no surefire way to predict it, but it's not looking fantastic for the app right now. Download your drafts. I know some of you need like 4 weeks to download your 639 drafts that you have saved on TikTok. So we'll see what happens between now and then. Before you click the next video, don't forget to hit subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.